You ever feel like you don't fit your, like, age or your gender, or you just don't fit, like, a specific demographic? You just kind of flow in there? Because I do. And it sucks to be like, this. It's awful. It's horrible. You know, I've always been told in my life, hey, you shouldn't really know that for your age, or hey, you can't, like, that's not good for you. And I've always known that, or like, there's like a certain bit of curiosity for me where it's like, normally having curiosity is good. For me, I have too much. I don't think it's like necessarily a bad thing, but it's probably not gonna have a good outcome in the end. What the shit I do? When I was in fucking like third grade or some shit, I was looking at bad stuff. I was doing bad things. I was looking at stuff that I really shouldn't have been looking at. Or like, not really. It wasn't intentional, because I like to think that I have a good moral scale. If anything, it's actually kind of bad how high it is with people. I have so much fear that everything happening to everyone around me is all my fault, even though it's really not. I just can't tell myself otherwise, though. But anyways, enough with that. That's gonna no, I'm gonna go back into this. Um, I have a really bad issue with looking at things that are bad, or like specifically real life things. Just looking at things that like suck and blaming it on myself constantly. With I used to, or I didn't really intentionally watch it. When I was younger, I saw a lot of gore, like I just stumbled upon it. And it scared the shit out of me, because I knew what I was looking at. I knew how awful it was. I couldn't pull myself away, though. And I began to slip into this, like, guilt. Even though I only saw a little bit, I felt guilty for seeing it. I felt awful for the people that had these things happen to them, Like, I saw, this dude, and he was getting, like, I don't want to describe it, but, it was just, like, awful. Getting crushed and shit. It was, ooh. It's vivid in my head. It's vivid. My brain usually blocks a lot of shit out. That's vivid. So, same with the other stuff. Dude, it's fucking bad, and, like, again, I feel like I have way too high for morals and shit. I see this, and I put all this horrible weight on myself. And I think, hey, how could that have not happened? How could I have fixed that? And I can't. I can't do any of that shit. I was a kid watching stuff that probably across the planet, But, like, And then also, back to, like, just not fitting in. It's, like, that curiosity for my age, it doesn't bring me anywhere good. It's awful. Like, fucking, it's just awful. I'm way into coding. I'm into, like, things that aren't really age friendly, like, games I just shouldn't be into, and really into military stuff, plane stuff, which is nice and all, but it's like, space too. It's really good to have those interests and all, but, like, it doesn't fit my age demographic at all. I'm really into horror. I like everything. I like, I fit in certain groups that, again, don't really match my age demographic, or if they do, it's not for, like, people like me. It's for, like, let's say, okay, so I really like, okay. As an example, I'm bi, right? And I can be a bit fruity. And it's just like it's not really it's kind of intentional. It's funny. It's funny to me because it's really not part of who I am. It's just something that I do for the funnies because so many people fall into it. And it's like I don't really it's well, obviously it's fully intentional. It's fully intentional. For others it's not though. It's part of them. And I do it just to fit into the group more because I want to feel a sense of belonging. Like, you see a gay guy, you see this stereotypical gay man, right? Super like, yeah, see, shit like that. Obviously, nobody is like, well, a shit ton of people are like that. Again, that's the demographic. Obviously, they know what they're doing, and they're aware of everything. But, like, it's part of them. For me, I'm trying to fit in with whatever happens around me. I'm like a mold. I go into whatever happens around me. It's just, I fit, again, I just fit with whatever. I will do whatever, like, I'll fit into your sense of humor, anything. Even if I don't always like it, or, like, if it's not my favorite, I'm just trying to make people feel better around me. And, again, back to, like, not fitting in with my age group. Nobody my age also feels this way. Nobody I've seen has ever, like, been so worked up or worried about upsetting somebody else to the point where they'll completely change themselves. Or, well, no, not like that. I won't directly change myself. I'll still keep my boundaries and shit. But I'm never, I'm never gonna let down my boundaries for anything. I am always firm. I'm always a person of, like, I'm not gonna give up. But also, I'm kind of at this slippery slope sometimes where I fall under social pressure. And I really don't know if well, obviously it's a bad thing, but I don't know if I want to get rid of it just yet, or, like, keep it, or what. And that would take work and effort, and, again, I'm like a mold. I fit into everything. And I'm trying to fit in better, but I don't still. Like, I only fit... This is so confusing. Let me get back to the first topic. So, for my age, I don't really fit in. I've never fit in. Like, I've just had trouble not communicating with others. I don't really have an issue communicating with others at all. It's more like... when I do, I'm never let into anything anyways. Like, for instance, just anything. All my life I've been, I've had memories from fucking daycare of being, like, speaking to kids and, like, just not understanding them because they seem so stupid to me. They seem so, like, simple. Even for my age, like, I don't know, 4-year-old me again at daycare, they seem so stupid. They seemed so, like, different compared to me. Even then, like, I always felt distant from them. I wanted to be like them, right? I didn't feel as much social pressure then as I do now, so I could stand out and be myself just a bit more. But, every time they'd ask me, hey, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, obviously, I never said that. But, they were like, they don't really seem as weirded out. Again, because kids are different than more grown-up people. I'm not even more grown-up. I'm still a kid. I'm just, like, again, way too mature for my age. I know too much for my age. I've seen too much for my age. I don't need all this shit for my age. Anyways, it's like, it's so hard to go into the mind of another kid and wonder what they're thinking. And I've had this mindset for, like, my entire... Again, most of my life has been the same mindset. It's just, hey, I just learn along the way more about things. But it's never changed throughout my entire life. I've never thought, like, hey, like, why don't I focus on myself? I've never thought of that, really. Like, I have sometimes, but it's always been like, let's think of other people. What are they thinking? Why can't they understand me? What process is going through their brain? What's their situation like? What's all of this? And I'm still baffled at the end of the day. Because it's so hard to think of another individual's brain. It's so, like, oh shit, it's so, thinking of somebody's, like, thoughts and everything. Again, no kid my age should have ever had these thoughts. Nobody. I wasn't taught this. I never saw anything like this. I didn't even have, like, I mean, I might have had some access to YouTube. I think I did have some access to YouTube, but that's about it. I like 4. And it was like Minecraft shit. It was like Moosecraft and Shark and Unspeakable. Like Beckbro Jack. Or like, some of the older ones like Sunday, all that. People like that were just like, they're not thought-provoking at all. It's junk content. It's slop. It sucks. It's for little kids. And yes, I slipped into that. And yes, I loved it. But I still had these thoughts. Nothing provoked the thoughts. Nothing. I've just been this way my whole fucking life. And I hate it? Do I hate it? I don't know. I'm so confused with everything. Why am I this way? Why don't I fit in with any group? Why do I constantly feel the need to question everything? I'm questioning myself, questioning why I question everything. It's so like, ew. Why can't I just fit in? I just want to fit in. I swear to God. Dude, this world is awful. Everything is awful for me. Like, I have virtually no hope for the future. And other kids, they do. They don't know about the shit I know. Or maybe they do, but they don't think of it as bad. They don't process it as much as I do. They don't go into their little noggins and think, oh shit, that's like bad. I don't know, like think of censorship right now. Censorship is fucking awful. It has gone horrible in the last couple months. Like, it has gotten atrocious, incredibly bad the last couple weeks. Now, I really hope it's different in high school. I really hope the kids are smarter. I hope they think somewhat similar to me, at least. But, like, I think of it, it makes me lose faith in humanity. It makes me lose faith in this world. It makes me lose hope. And it just gives me, like, more vibes that, like, I hate everything. I hate this planet. I hate people on it. I wish everything would just freeze. Who knows what's happening outside of our planet, too? It could be even worse. And then, think of, like, the other kids. No, I haven't seen a single other kid around me actually be this, like, deep in shit, in, like, conversation. I'm so alone on this. I'm so alone for my age, for everyone, like, it's so sad. I just wish I could relate to people more. I wish people could relate to me more. I swear to God. Like, I don't really have many people to relate to me, right? But all the ones I have right now are online. The last closest thing I had that wasn't online was my previous therapist. And, I still hid it. Basically everything from him. but I can at least get mostly real with him. Mostly-ish. I haven't had a single experience like that in real life for so long. It's so bad. It's awful. I haven't had a real experience with somebody in forever of just like speaking about my thoughts on this world. I've never had them relate back to me. It's only ever online. It's like I just want to speak my mind out to people. I want people to be like, to understand what I'm putting out into the world, what I'm doing. I don't want to be known as somebody that just like, I don't want to be part of one massive mass, even though inevitably that's going to happen. There are billions of people on this planet, even more that have lived in the past, and we just glaze over them. We just gloss over them. Glaze. We gloss over them, you know? It's just like, dude. Like, it's so just, oh. I just want someone to relate to me. I want to fit into a group, but I don't want to fit into a group. I want people to understand me. Because whenever I try to fit into a group, I don't feel like myself. I don't usually feel like myself, ever. I've never felt like the person I want to portray myself as. Being born as a dude sucks. Now, I'm not saying being born as a woman is good. I think being born in general is just awful. Doesn't mean I'm gonna reverse that or anything. It's just, I wish I was never here to begin with. It's not like a get out of here thing. It's just, I don't want to have the burden of like just knowing everything, and then again having nobody to like spell that out to. Again, that's what this channel's for. It's just yapping, rambling. That is all this channel's for, and it's just like, I wish there was another human being on the end that could speak to me instead of just me speaking to my phone. You know, like, I don't even expect this channel to get anywhere. I've never expected that. It's like, it would be a dream, but it'd also suck. You know? So, like, I just wish there was maybe even one person in the comments, like, literally just speaking through text or some shit, just to understand me. Just one person. I wish I could have a nice chat with somebody here. Maybe somebody in my same shoes. It would be so nice if I could just have somebody like me, someone that could, like, relate to me. And I have some form of that online. But it's so, like, it's so sketchy online, though, because it's super hard to find somebody the right way. And the way I portray myself online doesn't really help it. I kind of, like, use my online space to be a person I'm not. And it's really nice. It's really nice. Or at least a person I'm not in real life. Where I'm not shy or anything. I'm not any of that. I'm not like, in fact, I'm kind of the opposite. I'm screaming insults at my friends while playing the games, being like, hey, you should have done that, giving them call-outs and shit. And that's amazing. That's a beautiful feeling. But, like, it turns other people off of the person I really am sometimes. And it kind of just, like, again, it puts me into a group where I don't want to be in. It puts me in a situation where it's like, hey, I want to be known as more than the person who is, like, screaming and yelling at their friends about, hey, I'm gonna touch you or some shit, you know? Obviously, it's a joke and shit, but, like, it's just so, like, again, like, this is real stuff. It's like, I don't want to be known as the, insensitive person who just sits and screams insults at their friends while playing the game and just is a no life. which I kind of am in no life, but I'm not like I'm not like a stereotype. I'm not any specific role, really. I'm my own thing. And I just want to be known as that, as my own thing. I don't want to be known as, like, again, just, like, it's so fucking awful. I just want to be known as my own person. I want to relate to people. I want people to relate to me. Because I can relate to people all I want. But they're not going to speak back half the time. Or they're just going to speak about themselves. It feels beautiful to be related to. And nobody can relate to me. It's just me helping others out. And I love helping others out, right? But I can't really help others out right now. I don't have much to do. And I just want to be heard out for once. I want somebody to just sit me down, have a chat with me. I want that so bad. I want somebody who I can relate to. Somebody who can relate to me as well. Again, it's just like, I want to fit into a group so bad. And then I want to be myself so bad. And it's so awful because it makes me feel so alone. I just want people to relate to me. I want to be myself. And I want people to see that and be like, hey, I want to be myself as well. I want them to rise up. People like me, I want us to just go up, help each other out, you know? Don't let each other down. It's like, I don't know, bro. It's so awful. You know, I get treated like shit basically everywhere I go, at least in my house, you know? 22 minutes. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, I want to be treated like a person. I want to be more than just like yeah, I want to be remembered. I don't want to ever have my life be forgotten. I don't want to be like that. I don't even want to be like the people you learn about in history. Because I don't want to be somebody that is painful to listen to. Or is like, it's so awful. I want to be like a celebrity. Almost. But I don't want to be a celebrity. I want to be a celebrity, right? But I don't want to fit the idea of a celebrity. I want to be somebody well-known, someone well thought of, someone who's respected throughout this world. Someone who's not like a glance over and a couple words on a page. Or like, when I die, I want to be remembered. I want everyone here to be remembered for what they do, whatever happens to them. I want them to be loved, to be hated, to be just respected in general. I want all of that. I want everything to be written down. I want no one to be forgotten. I don't want anyone to just be a page or a statistic on a piece of paper. I don't want any of that. I want to be like somebody who helps somebody up. I want to be somebody who can still express myself, though. It's so... I don't even know where I'm going with this. It's just like... I don't know where I was going with this to begin with. It doesn't even feel like it's been like 23 minutes. Shit, 24. It's just so... God. Again, I just wish somebody could be on the end to relate to me. And like... anything, bro. I wish people could just understand me. No one does. I don't fit in with any group. I don't necessarily want to fit into any group either, because again, I sit back and I go, hey, why is nobody like me? Why is nobody like smart around me? Everyone feels like a dumbass, respectfully, of course. Nobody around me feels smart. No one can relate to me. No one can like, at the end of the day, I'm just kind of sitting back and looking at people and wondering, what the fuck is going on through their head? Like, you know, I, another really just weird point that I make, because I'm just rambling. It's probably gonna be, holy shit, imagine if this is an hour long. I might actually hit that, though. I'm not even gonna try to, but, like, it's whatever if I do. Or, like, even 40 minutes would be crazy, because it doesn't feel like 25 minutes at all. It feels like maybe 5, 10. Anyways, I get treated like shit in my house, or, like, at least that's what it feels like. Back in, 7th grade, I just couldn't get up, and all I needed was just a little bit of help to get up in the morning. And instead, the people in my house, they would rip off my door, like, from its hinges. They'd lift me up and just, like, throw me into shit I didn't want to be in. They'd take my bed and its frame. They'd leave me on the floor with nothing. I'd cry. They'd take my phone. They'd take my blankets. They'd take everything from me. They'd get police on me. And it's just like, I don't want that ever happening to people around me. I don't want any of that happening. It sucked for just myself. And it's not really that much of an issue anymore, at least getting up in the morning, but I still live with the people that did that shit to me. And obviously I respect them. But sometimes I almost pity them. And then I remember the shit they did to me. Because I'll look back at my memories of those, like, horrible things. A lot of that's, like, blocked out of my brain. The screaming, the yelling, the cops, and all that. But it's just, like, I'll think back to that, and I'll just, like, it pains me. Because so my mom, she's pretty good, okay person, but she gets blinded by rage very easily. And when she does that, she kind of just loses all rational thought. She doesn't really, like, she freaks out. There was one time, I think last year, or no, last summer at least. Not this summer, but last summer again. I made her a little bit mad. I don't even remember what. Again, my brain blocks this shit out. But, the fuck? Somebody woke up in the house. I really hope they're not gonna come down here. It's whatever. It's whatever if they do. Anyways, my mom, she, I don't really remember what happened. My brain blocked that shit out. Like, half of that day. But I just remember that day. I was, speaking to my friends, having fun and shit. I was looking forward to playing games with them and stuff. And then, like, I don't even remember what happened. But I somehow pissed off my mom enough for her to start chasing me throughout the house. And I ran for a good while. I'd say, like, 5 minutes. Maybe not even. But, she eventually caught up to me, and she's like not overweight really, but she's still on the bigger side. Like, she's not tall. Like, I'm taller than her. I'm bigger than my mom. But she's like on the heavier side still. And she saw me, and when she gets mad, she loses all rational thought. She saw me. She took all my shit, like, out of my hand. Like, I had my phone in my hand because I didn't want to give it to her. I don't even know what I did, but somehow I managed to piss her off so much that she wanted my phone and an Xbox. And she took it. She threw it away from me onto the floor. And she pinned me onto the floor. Like, made sure I couldn't scramble away. And she sat on me, like, right on my chest. She pinned herself onto my chest. And she sat like that for a good probably, like, 5 minutes, just screaming at me in anger. She was pissed. I don't even know what I did. I think it was just chores or something. But, that day, again, I don't know what I did. I don't know shit that I did. She did that. She crushed me. And I couldn't breathe nearly the entire time. And when she finally let go, and I was able to get more than just a couple little gasps for air, I didn't have a phone. I was left on just the floor crying. I didn't have an Xbox, my TV, I didn't have any of that. It was just me, my own thoughts in the basement down here. And that was about it. Nothing really, just that. And I sat like that for nearly all of summer. Sometimes later on, I got the TV. I figured out how to get it to work because I have a really shitty TV that's almost as old as me down here. But I got that to work a little bit better, so I could watch YouTube eventually. But it was so boring. I couldn't communicate to the outside world. I could just watch YouTube. That was it. I had music at least, but that was about it. And then I had to be careful not to make too much noise at night or during the day. And it just sucked. It was awful. I couldn't speak to my friends for months. I was horrified of everybody in my house after that. I still am. Before I'm still, I've been scared of them for years. And it's really hard with them because sometimes they'll be super chill. And then another time they'll just switch up on me for no reason. They'll take all my shit. They'll yell at me. Again, they'll pin me to the floor. Yeah, literally, whoever's awake right now. But, they'll do all that shit. I don't know if they can hear me or not. I hope they can't hear me, but that's whatever if they do. They do all that to me. It was hell. It's still hell. I'm still going through this. God damn. If I had a microphone with noise canceling, that would be nicer. If I could do this on my PC, just without the giant light. Because right now I'm doing this in basically the dark. There's one light and then the windows. That's about it. Where was I? So, speaking about the people in my household. I scratch my nose. The people in my house and the shit they did to me. They still do, by the way. It's not really a difference. It's not abuse or anything, which I've been told by my friends, I still love my friends to bits, but come on. It's just somebody's speaking. It's at least 2 up right now. Shit. Anyways, I really hope I didn't wake people up. It's just, it's a super normal thing too. And literally just a couple days ago, after a party I went to, it's I was just minding my own business. I went upstairs to go get a drink of water and some food, and I was told, hey, can you do the trash recycling in a little bit? Or right now? And I was like, oh, well, maybe in an hour, okay? I'm doing shit right now. And, the dude he just scoffed at me, which is whatever. But then, my mom's friend, she, as I was going down the stairs, he was like, yeah, my name, doesn't care about anybody but himself. And that has ticked me off. Because, being treated this way genuinely makes me lose remorse for people. I swear to God, I do shit out of spite when that happens to me. Not to anybody who, doesn't deserve it. Specifically the people in this house. And again, I have nobody to hear me out. So it's it's awful. It's just repeating. I'm trying to keep myself out of the way of people in this house so they don't get pissed at me. I go up to do one normal basic human functioning task, and somehow my existence in the house causes an argument or some sort of someone getting pissed. Again, I just said, hey, I'll wait an hour. I went out there for water and food. Water, food, maybe the bathroom, basic human needs. And then I go up there, hey, can you do the trash recycling? Ah, sure, I'll do it in like an hour. And then, I made 2 people mad by just saying I wanted to go do the trash recycling later. Because I'm busy. Busy, but it's like, still. It's so awful to me. And I don't know. Oh, I do know what's going on through their heads. I live with these people, for God's sake. I live with these people, for fuck's sake. Oh my God. Yeah, she sits down all day. Yeah, she doesn't do much. But also she's like, I still like to say she's a hardworking woman and stuff. It's just like, come on. Get your head straight. You got some screws loose in your brain or some shit? Why are you crashing out at some kid that you live with who is purposely trying hey, I don't want to piss anybody off. I've said this multiple times to people in my house. I don't want to piss anybody off at all. I don't want to start arguments. But it feels like just my existence in this house causes them, right? And, I try to fix that by just not being around as much. And then people want my attention more. And then when I give them it, they get pissed again. And then when I don't give them it, they get pissed again. There's nothing I can do. Just my existence pisses people off. I don't know what's wrong with me. Again, it's I want to think, what the fuck is going on through their heads that makes them think this is okay? It's so why? This isn't the way you act around people. It's not. You don't just speak behind somebody's back or mock them like this. That's not okay. And they know it's not okay. Dude, we've had people again, I'm never here to really name names, but some lady we had issues with, really not a good person at all. She sucked. But I've seen firsthand that hey, they know what's right and what is wrong. Everyone in my house knows what's right and wrong, right? It's a clear distinction for them, and they still think it's okay. At least for me. I don't know if they think it's okay for anybody else, but for me, specifically for me, they think it's okay to be hey, let's... Again, I don't know if it's specifically me, but I'm pretty sure it's just me. Or people treat me like dog shit. For no reason. For no fucking reason. And again, last time I checked, you wouldn't go around, speaking to somebody in a professional way and then talk shit behind their back. You wouldn't do that, right? Because I sure as hell hope you wouldn't. I mean, I've never seen them do that. They seem like pretty good people. It's just me. The people I live with hate me for whatever reason. It's so fucking painful. It's awful. And then I feel isolated. And then I don't feel like I fit in more. Again, back to the first thing. I don't feel like I fit in. Again, the people in my house make me feel isolated. Nobody is here to understand me. I look at their thought processes for everything. And all I can do is question, why the fuck would you do that? What are you, dumb? I don't have any other words. You need to think of things better. You can't let emotions get the best of you like this. You can't scream at some kid because he said you were dumb. You can't do that. You can't scream at some kid for speaking his mind. You can't do that shit. You can't suppress me like that. No. You can't take away, my ability to speak to people, or the way I sleep, or basic human privileges. They're not basic human privileges. Obviously, I know people get worse, but, I have these, and I didn't do anything wrong to get them taken away from me. So why am I getting them taken away from me? Again, bro, I can't, again, my existence pisses people off. I don't fit in well. I want to stand up for myself when people take random jabs at me. Again, people in this house will just take random jabs at me. Specifically one person. Again, I'm not naming names. But she takes again, the person who said that I only cared about myself, by the way, she just takes random jabs at me. Like, completely randomly. She mocks me whenever, like, we're done with an argument that she always ends up starting. Like, it's the need to, like, defend her fragile ego. Or at least that's how I'm gonna put it. I don't really know how else to put it. But, like, your fragile ego was set off because a kid that's living with you wanted to just be themselves and stand up for themselves once you took a jab at them for no reason, by the way. Like, okay. An example of this is she will, if we ever get in an argument, or just randomly too, she'll go up to, like, maybe a dog, or, she has 2 kids, right? And we all live together. 2 of her kids, by the way. And obviously they don't understand it better. Again, I never want to put blame on people outside of these. I never want to do things or get pissed at people outside of these. Maybe rant, yes, but, like, that's it. And these are kids, too, that don't know any better. They're, like, babies, like, toddlers. One is, 3, the other's, like, not even 2 yet. And she'll go up to one of her babies, and she'll always be like, like, she'll say in, like, a mocking tone, or, like, in a baby voice, like, oh, I hope you don't end up like that, or, like, obviously, no, it's never like that, but, it's like, oh, I know somebody else who's a little bit that, or some shit like that. It's so awful to me, and I don't want to be treated like this by the people I live with. And again, babies don't know any better. They think it's funny as hell. The babies think it's funny. And I find that adorable, again, because they don't know any better. It's the intention behind it, though, where it comes from a place of hate. Or, like, maybe not exactly hate, but just, like, emotion. Oh, cough right there, yeah. It's just from emotions getting the best of you. Again, bro, it's like these people that emotions only run them. It's not ever like, hey, let's take a moment to think of the other people and their perspectives on shit. And it's like, oh, And then for me, again, no one thinks of my perspective. It's always thinking about other people's perspectives and why they're better because I'm a kid and all that shit. It's like, whoa. So my therapist, right? We've spoken to her about these issues with my mom and the other person. And never once has she really had a moment to talk about my issues. It's always about the things I did today. Or, like, whenever I'm alone with her, at least, too. Just alone with my therapist, it's like, hey, what have you done today? What are you doing? Not like, hey, what's making you feel so shitty? What gave you, like, depression? What? It's nothing like that. What's making you feel this way? It's always like, hey, how's your day going? Not ever hearing me out. She's constantly cracking jokes, too. Or, like, she's so out of touch. Compared to my last one, at least my last therapist, he was super cool. She's super out of touch. Like, she's always talking about, like, how kids had it better back in the day. And how everything is so much more different now. Which is true, yes, but you need to give people perspective. And she does give people perspective, but it's just like, it always feels, ew, it's just so ew. Like, for instance, it's like, again with the drama and shit, not even drama, just the tension between the people I live with and me, where it's like, hey, this person was giving jabs at me, like, again, my mom's friend, she was like, saying I don't really care about anybody except for myself, and they're like, mocking me and all that. Like, I hate that. And then my therapist will be like, well, how about we think from her perspective? And it's like, I know her perspective. I live with this person, for fuck's sake. Like, I live with this person. I'm not just gonna, like, just because I'm young doesn't mean I don't put other people's perspectives in arguments. Or just like any conversation. I'm always constantly thinking about other people's perspectives. But like, can you think of my perspective? Like, thinking about your perspective, you're just thinking about the other people in my house. You're not thinking of how they think of me. You're thinking of what they think. Or like, about other things. You're thinking about their life, not the way they think of the person they're making fun of. And it's so... oh my god. It sucks. Again, I wish I wasn't speaking to my phone. I wish it was like a real human being that would speak back to me and understand me. But again, nobody understands me for whatever reason. I just wish people had more thought. I wish people put more perspective into others. Because I'm doing that way too much. And everyone thinks of themselves. That's all. Everyone's just thinking of themselves around me. That's it. And while I agree, hey, it's good to think of yourself. It's good to give yourself good shit. It's like, don't be selfish. Even if it's unintentional for a lot of people, I still think it's selfish. I don't really like, like half the kids around me are all just like, again, respectfully, like all the kids I've seen around me, they're fucking dumbasses. They don't know shit. I don't see how humans are gonna make it in the future with the shit like kids do. They act like dumbasses. They don't act like their age at all. That's kind of crazy to say for me. But like, I imagine in the next year when there are a bunch of like 16, a bunch of kids going around. 15, 16, 17, high school and that shit. I really hope that some of the kids, at least, that I meet will be better next year. And won't be total dumbasses. And they'll grow up and realize, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, what do I want to do with my life? Like, how about I think of others and I don't think about myself constantly. No, not even thinking about themselves. They categorize themselves. They all fit into categories so well, and I stand out. That's why I don't feel like I fit in. But I don't want to fit in with those, just stupid people, like brain dead. Again, respectfully, but also not, because I need to get my point across somehow. Kids around me are stupid as fuck. And it's like, I wish they could act like their age, be smarter and shit. And they don't. And I really hope that it's so... I don't even know what I'm saying, but like... It's just, I wish the kids around me could just be smarter and realize, again, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Why am I just repeating some random TikTok trend to the entire school and having a little giggle about it? Think of yourself as a person. Don't categorize yourself. Don't scroll TikTok all day. Don't just watch a shit ton of that media. Because you're just fitting yourself into a category. Be yourself. Stop it. It's awful. You have your own life. You have your own family. You have your own life ahead of you. Hopefully. It's just... Like, you're your own person. Be yourself. And nobody does that around me. They're like mindless zombies, I swear. It's like... It's all they do. It's so sad because, like, this generation is so fucked. It's just, constantly. I don't really know how to describe it, but, like... It's like... it's so awful to me how people can just, like... Again, people are dumbasses, and I hate it. Just, like, take some time to think of yourself. Stop following the trends. Stop giving in to everything. Stop being like a slave. Go out. Be a person. Don't let the media define who you are. Like, don't look at some shit on TikTok and make it your entire personality. Don't, like, become just a dude just spew trends out to his friends, who also sit and spew trends out to their friends, and their friends, and their friends. It's just spewing trends, and, like, again, I guess you fit in like that, but I don't want to fit in like that at all. I don't want to just sit there and spit trends out. Again, I want to be known as a person when I grow up. I want to be thought of as, hey, that person did good. I want to be remembered long after I die. I don't want to be a single statistic or a piece in a paper. Even though I'm, again, inevitably going to be that, sadly. Even if I am like that, I hope at least in this life I can give some people hope. People, again, like-minded people. I want to be able to relate to people. I want them to relate to me. Again, as I said this, I want people to just... I'm just repeating myself a shit ton and then rambling. But, like, I guess that's all I can do. Again, because I don't have people to speak to. If there's someone responding back to me. Someone to hear me out on anything I say. But, like, again, just, like... It's so fucking difficult to explain my thoughts. Because they're so complicated, especially just for my age. Again, I don't fit in because my thoughts are so complicated for my age. It's been like that since I was, again, like 4, as long as I know, like, language. Again, as I said before, I've never stopped being really curious, and, I don't know where that's going to get me, if that's going to be bad, like, good or bad, but that's why I don't fit in, at least. Because I don't want to, like... I'm curious on things other than, like, the newest TikTok trend. My attention span isn't tiny. I don't spend all day snapping my friends, I want to learn more. I want to do more with my knowledge. I want to use my skills and be, like, at least be, I don't want to say I'm gifted or anything, but, like, I really hope I'm not, because... that would be setting a really low bar for the kids my age. But, that's all I can think is, like, hey, I'm just smarter than everybody around me. And it makes me feel like an outcast. Nobody can relate to me because nobody is, like, good enough. Nobody's brains they're not mature enough to realize, hey, again, what the fuck am I doing? So why am I just a media spewing machine? Let me have my own personalities instead of just repeating everything during class or something, I just wish kids could be a bit more mature for their age. I wish they could relate to me and I could relate to them. Like, I can relate to kids, right? Sounds weird. Anyways, I can relate to, like, the people my age most of the time. But it's never anything real. It's like, my day is ruined because... blah 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 happened, and they're just over exaggerating everything to the max. It's like, shut up. Again, respectfully, shut up. Shut your mouth. I want to hear real complaints. I don't want to just, like, it's so fuck. I hate this so much. I hate this world. I hate everything that's happening right now. Again, I don't want to be like black-pilled or anything. I don't want to be that at all. I know that there's some hope for this planet still. And I really hope that I can be the person to make it better. To, sparkle on just that little bit of hope. Again, that's what I don't want to be forgotten. I want to be known as the person who helped this horrible place out just a tiny bit, even if it's all against the odds. I don't want to be a statistic or, looped into the kids around me. I don't want to be looped into the kids around me because they suck. They're fucking awful. I don't want to be known as just the blah 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 generation that did this and blah blah blah. I don't want to be known as that. Because I'm not that. I'm something different than the people around me. Everyone is different. At least I hope so. See, everyone is different. It's just they're shaped to all be the same. And they're not smart. They're not like overly smart. They're not like me. They're not mature. And like I sound like a dumbass calling myself mature. I sound like a fool of myself. You know. But like I just hate it so much. You know, I'm not gonna get any views on this. Again, I don't have anybody to hear me out at all. You know, all my videos have, I think my most viewed video is like 5 or some shit. And then obviously it's probably got like less than 30 seconds of watch time on it. You know, it's just like nobody's gonna hear me out because again, I'm a kid. Like I have so much ahead of me, but I can't do anything with it because I just don't fit in. My family doesn't have the money for anything. You know, I have so much knowledge compared to the kids around me. So much more knowledge. I want to use it. I want to use my skills to help myself, help others, learn more, do all that shit, and I just can't. I'm stuck until I get older. Like, I'm trying to save up money and shit for, like, literally anything. New games for my friends, PC parts, you know, I want to build a PC. I really like that. I want to get super into electronics and, you know, like avionics, things, how those work. I want to be an engineer. I want to work at NASA. I want to do any of that. I want to help. When I grow up. What are other kids thinking, huh? Are there any other kids around me seriously thinking about what the fuck they're gonna do when they grow up? Because I haven't seen one. I haven't seen a single thing. I haven't seen any kids like that around me. I haven't seen any kids that are gonna be like, I wonder what I'm gonna do when I grow up. You know? In this fucked up world of ours, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I grow up. Like, you know, I haven't seen that at all. Like, I wonder how I'm gonna do when it's just, I don't have any kids around me my age to relate to me. Then again, with that last therapist, the only person who's ever, like, somewhat related to me other than the people online, it's like, he's a veteran, he's a bodybuilder, he's super disciplined, super just nice dude, right? But, like, that is the only person I could even, like, that could relate to me, at least. You know, I can relate to him in some bits, but I am not, like, you know, I could never be a veteran. I could never do any of that shit. And I hold so much respect for people that can do all that and still feel good or speak to people normally and be nice and shit and give people chances. And I could do that. I bet I could still give people a chance after all that. I could just never be like, you know, I could never do the military. I could never be that disciplined ever because it's just like, you know, right now I'm like, I'm so out of it right now. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Like, there's so much I could do to make myself better, and I'm just like, I mean, I can't do it. Like, there's so much that I can do to make myself better if I just had the resources. Like, I'm so smart, but I can't, like, prove myself worthy to anybody because nobody wants to step down and think of the kid. No one wants to think of the kid as somebody smarter than them. Or, like, you know, someone who doesn't let their emotions get the best of them all the time. Someone who can sit back and understand people for who they are instead of being, like, told over and over to do that because you're one step behind. It's so... Again, that's back with my new therapist where she's just like, hey, can you think about this person better? And like, I already know everything about this person. I live with them for fuck's sake. They're constantly with me. I'm scared of them because the
don't give a fuck about me. You know, I put myself in that, I put myself in others' shoes, and I still end up confused. Because why would you still do that? Like, just have better control over your emotions, at least. I don't even know where I'm going with this, bro. Nobody's gonna watch till the end of this, and that makes me so sad. You know, I just wish there could be one person to fully watch this and understand me. Nobody understands me, though. It's so sad. I just wish somebody could, like, take a break and understand that I know what's happening around me. I'm not like other kids. I don't need to be constantly reminded of anything. I just naturally think of things around me, I guess, which feels like common sense, but apparently it's not. And then I want people to understand that I understand that, and that I don't just fit into the demographic of kids my age. I want to be, I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's so awful. I wish there could be somebody on the other end to just, like, speak to me through this and help me out or something. It's so sad, bro. It's just, nobody understands me. Nobody. And then again, my therapist is, like, a full step behind what I'm trying to say. They're getting stuck on things that just aren't relevant at all. They're not thinking about me. They're thinking about the others that are hurting me. They're not thinking about how much I'm actually hurting or why I'm doing the shit I do. They're putting me in demographics. They're thinking of me as, like, oh, this is the average teen. I bet you right now, the average teen my age isn't going through anywhere near as many thoughts as I am. This fucking sucks. I'm so alone, bro. It's so sad. I just want someone to relate to me, to go down to my level and understand, hey, you know a lot more than you do, right? Like, than most people around you. Hey, you're a lot smarter than other people think you are. Hey, you know, how about we help you out? How about we give you something to exercise what you know, something to help you learn more, something to get you what you want, anything. I don't want to be looped. I just want to be recognized as a person. I don't want to fit into groups. I don't want to be put in groups. I want to be my own person. I want to be my own thing. I don't want to be ridiculed for that or anything by people that know less than me. I just want to... Bro, I just wish I could be like... I wish people could recognize me so much. I wish people just recognized me. That's all. It's so sad because, again, I'm rambling to myself. I have nobody to speak to. Because nobody will sit down and have a talk with me about this shit. No one. Not even my fucking therapist. Nobody. You know? And I've done shit to try and get help. You know? Like, I have no idea what YouTube's gonna do with this shit. I don't think they can take this down, but, no. I'm really bad, and I have no way to get my energy out, or, like, if I'm just alone and I can't do shit, I'll cut myself occasionally. You know, I usually don't go too hard. I'll rarely, like, start bleeding too much. I don't really bleed that much, but, you know, I've done that. I've specifically gone in public with, like, short sleeve shirts, and nobody has ever caught on to it. It's always been like, oh, I wonder how you got those. And then I make up some really unbelievable excuse just to be like, hey, you know, this didn't happen. And then they still brush over it. Again, back with the, nobody really understands me, or is, like, nobody around me smart, really. There's this okay kid. I haven't spoken to him in forever now, sadly. Oh, he's still pretty cool, though. And, you know, we got along pretty well. I haven't spoken to him in forever, and I haven't gone to his house in a minute. Even though I can walk there whenever I want to. You know, he's really cool. He's on a Fallout. like just like me. He got me into Fallout actually, and I've been playing Fallout 3 for like forever. Then I want to get I have New Vegas, but I want to get all the DLCs and shit, and then Fallout 4, all the other games I've played, the original Fallout, Fallout 2 as well. And it's like, he's really cool. But there was one time he asked me, "Hey, what are those cuts on your arm?" And, part of me, like, my throat, like, my heart jumped and skipped a beat. But also, part of me was just clawing to just vent to him as much as possible. But, again, he's like, even if I did, he wouldn't understand anything I said. He's not mature enough for that. Nobody around me, again, is mature for that. And so I was like, no. He asked me like a bunch of different things, like if I tripped or some shit. And I said, nope. And he asked, oh, what about a cat scratch you? And I was like, oh, I don't got a cat. And he just kind of left it alone at that because, again, he didn't think of any other issues that could have happened. No one thinks of that at all. It's just like, I'm so alone. The most fucking obvious things. I can sit, cry in public, cut myself. I can do whatever to try and be be recognized as a person. That never works. Never. Nothing will make it work. It's so annoying. It pisses me off. I want to be thought of as a person, Again, I wish I had somebody behind my phone that could just, like, speak to me and understand me. I want something I can, it's so suffocating and awful and lonely. I'm trapped. I'm, trapped in my own thoughts, and, I don't have anybody to vent them to, and it's awful. It's fucking awful. I want to go. I want to stop. And then I bet there are people listening. I don't know if there are people listening to this or not. I don't know if there are people upstairs that can hear me or not. Chances are they can, but they're not going to do shit about it. They're not going to do shit about it. They're going to keep on making fun of me. That's all they're going to do. That's all that's ever going to happen to me. And I'm not going to get any better unless I just, I'm going to have to sit here and wait years and years for me to grow up and for people around me to just mature. To just mature to my level right now. Who knows where I'm going to be at in the future? I'm going to be way more mature than people in the future anyways. If I was more mature than people at, again, back at 4, and I'm more mature than people now, what am I going to say? What am I going to be next? Is there a certain, point where I can stop thinking and, where I just lose... Where I stop getting more empathy over my life, or I stop, thinking of other people's perspectives as much as I do? Or is it just going to keep on getting larger and larger? And I'm going to be able to, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm so trapped. I'm so alone. I don't know what to do. The only friends I have are online. Everyone else is just, again, nobody can relate to me. And then online, I'm, painting a picture of somebody who I'm not. It's so, it's suffocating. It's awful. I just want somebody to relate to me. That's it. That's all I want, bro. All I want is somebody to relate to me. That's all I've wanted my entire life. Again, before it was a lot better. Again, because you're a kid and you don't think about that shit. You don't think, oh, isn't that kind of weird that I don't have any friends? Or my only friends don't really think as much as I do. You think of that, but it's not crushing or anything. It's after years and years of this shit where you start to slip into holes and nobody can relate to you on what you're doing because nobody is at the level of maturity yet to understand, oh shit, this person's suffering. This person's stuck in their own thoughts, in their own head. This person's taking pity in me. This person's oh, it sucks. It's awful. I just wish somebody could understand my thought process instead of me understanding everyone else's thought processes. Can somebody just give me some effort sometimes? It's so annoying. Again, I want to use the knowledge I have. I don't want to just waiting around and waiting around. It's suffocating. It traps me. It makes me feel awful. It's so bad. It's just like, it's a never-ending pit of despair, and I'm just constantly falling, and there's no way out. It's awful. There's nothing I can do to get out. There's nothing I can do. It's literally just at the mercy of the people around me. I just want somebody to hear me out. That's all I want. I just want somebody around me to think. Think. Use your brain. Mature a tiny bit more. Just, it's so... Again, it's just... I don't have any ways to put this into words. It's an awful feeling. I don't know how to get out of it. Again, this video is just gonna do nothing. This video won't do anything. Nobody's gonna watch this to the end or leave a comment or just... Nobody's gonna reach out to me and be like, hey, are you good? I'm gonna be like this for, like, so long. Maybe even the rest of my life. Who knows if I can, like, find somebody who just gets to my level. Probably not the rest of my life. Let's be realistic here. But not for a good while. For a good number of years. You know, and the reason I just feel so trapped and awful, you know, like, I feel so much guilt for things that have never ever been my fault. Things that aren't even related to me at all. I feel awful. I don't fit in my body. I hate my body. And I can't change my body. I can't, like, it's always awful. You know, I want to be, like, something more than I am. I don't want to be like, known as a dude that just, like, I don't want to be stereotyped for being a dude. I don't want to be, like, some super masculine dude, but it's so awful. It's trapping. It's horrible. You know, fuck. It's so just, it feels awful. I'm trapped. I'm stuck. I can't breathe. It's so bad. It's crushing. It's like, I just wish people would understand me better. There's nothing I can do to stop it. It's just, my entire life has been this way. And again, as I've said before, it doesn't really matter. What, like, before it wasn't as bad, but, you know, now I've, like, matured way more. You know, I matured a shit ton just to, like, over COVID, and, oh my god, it's suffocating, and there's no way out, and I just want somebody to hear me out. I don't want to ramble into a YouTube video. I want someone speaking back. I want to lift myself up. I want to be the person I want to be. And then I want to help others out. And do things they want to do. It's just so horrible. It's such an awful feeling. It's so suffocating. It's just awful. I want people to hear me out instead of... Again, I'm a broken record at this point. I want people to hear me out instead of me just looking at their brains and being like, wow, you know, if only I could be that ignorant, you know? I don't know what to do. I can't really go anywhere else with this video. I'm just gonna end it here while it's still not short, but, you know, it's just... I just wish somebody could recognize me. That's all. Alright, I'm out.